Bonjour, comment ça va? J'espère que tout va bien chez vous. Ok, une fois encore, je m'appelle Mademoiselle Godfrey. Soyez les bienvenus. Aujourd'hui, nous allons traiter la vie rurale. All I'm saying is good morning. I hope it's been going well with you at home. And once again, my name is Miss Godfrey, and welcome to the French class. And today we're going to be treating rural life in the rural area. Okay, le titre c'est la vie rurale. Donc vous allez répéter après moi. You're going to be repeating after me. La vie rurale, la vie rurale. Now, if you're unable to pronounce R the way I do, you can pronounce it the conventional English way. La vie rurale. Okay, d'accord. That's our topic for today. Les objectifs. The objective of today's lesson. À la fin de cette leçon, vous devez savoir, à la fin de cette leçon, at the end of this lesson, vous devez savoir, you should know, ce qui est une vie rurale. What is the meaning of une vie rurale? Yes, you would know how to say that in French as well as being able to say that too in English. Deuxièmement, secondly, vous devez savoir, you should know, les caractères de la campagne. I would like you to repeat after me. Les caractères de la campagne. If you cannot pronounce the word as caractère, you can say les caractères. I do not like using that sound of R. I prefer doing it the French way. Les caractères de la campagne. Characteristics of the rural area. La campagne, you can say la campagne ou bien le village. Oui, that's to say the countryside or the village area. D'accord. Troisièmement, the third thing you should know at the end of this lesson, vous devez savoir, faites une écriture sur la vie rurale. What am I saying? Vous devez savoir, you should know, comment faire une écriture sur la vie rurale. You should know how to make a write-up or how to write a composition about the rural area. D'accord. Et le quatrième point, the fourth point, vous devez savoir, you should know les avantages et désavantages de la vie rurale. Les avantages, répétez après moi, les avantages, that's the advantages. Les avantages et désavantages de la vie rurale. Advantages and disadvantages of living in the rural area. D'accord. D'accord means okay. If you don't want to say okay, which is still okay in French, you could say d'accord. Bon, quelques points à noter par rapport à la vie rurale. Quelques points. Répétez après moi s'il vous plaît. Quelques points à noter par rapport à la vie rurale. Some points to note about rural life or life in the village area. Ok, la vie rurale est la vie qui se déroule dans la campagne ou bien dans le village. You are going to be repeating after me. Ok, vous allez répéter après moi. That's what I'm saying. Vous allez répéter après moi. You're going to be repeating after me. La vie rurale est la vie qui se déroule dans la campagne ou bien dans le village. D'accord. If you don't want to say le village, you could say la campagne. Okay. If you don't want to use the word le village for the rural area, you could as well use la campagne. They mean the same thing. Bon. Et quelqu'un qui habite dans le village ou quelqu'un qui habite dans la campagne est appelé un villageois ou en campagne. I would like you to read this after me. Vous allez répéter après moi. Quelqu'un is someone. Quelqu'un qui habite, someone who lives. Okay, so we are going to take that at one stretch. Quelqu'un qui habite dans le village ou la campagne est appelé un villageois ou un campagnard. Okay, so we are going to take that again. Quelqu'un qui habite, I believe you're repeating it after me. Quelqu'un qui habite, as someone who lives, dans le village, in the village, ou la campagne, another word for village or rural area, est appelé, is called, un villageois, a villager, or un campagnard. Okay, so if you don't want to say un villageois, you could say un campagnard. D'accord. Quelques scènes de village. These are some scenes these are pictures of village settings. These are pictures you can see. In the first picture, you can see a woman. Voyez une femme. Elle voudrait aller chercher de l'eau. She wants to go and fetch water. Et voici les enfants et quelques femmes. In the second picture, you're seeing some children and some women. Ils sont en train de puiser de l'eau. They are trying to fetch water. So that's those are two pictures of village scenes. Okay, second thing to note about the rural area, il y a l'espace grand et naturel. Il y a l'espace grand et naturel. What am I saying? That in the rural area, you have enough space. You have enough space that are so natural. You don't have artificial landscape. You don't have artificial landscape in the rural area, in the villages. If you find it, it's very rare. Okay, so I would like you to repeat this after me. J'aimerais que vous répétez après moi. Il y a, il y a l'espace grand is big, et as and, naturel. So we are going to take that again. Il y a l'espace grand et naturel. Il y a beaucoup de verdure. Il y a beaucoup de verdure. Il y a beaucoup de verdure. There's a lot of greenery. There are green grasses everywhere. Okay, il n'y a pas de gratte-ciel. Il n'y a pas de gratte-ciel. I want you to take it slowly after me. Il n'y a pas de gratte-ciel. Okay, you know what gratte-ciel means? Skyscrapers. You don't find that in the rural areas, okay? D'accord. Un autre point à noter, another point to note, l'air est frais et pur parce qu'il y a moins de pollution, donc on respire mieux. Okay, I'll take it gently so you can repeat after me and I'll tell you the meaning. L'air, the air, est frais, is fresh, et pur, and pure, parce qu'il y a moins de pollution. Because there are little or no forms of pollution. Donc, therefore, on respire mieux. One breathes good air. Okay? You breathe well because the air is fresh and pure. Okay, so we are going to take that sentence together. L'air est frais et pur parce qu'il y a moins de pollution. Donc, on respire mieux. Okay, I am believing that you're repeating after me. Okay, because we are told that we learn to speak by speaking. Okay, so this is how you're going to learn to be fluent in French. Okay, Bon. Good. Un autre point à noter, another point to note, il y a la calme. Il y a la calme. There is quietness. In the rural area, everywhere is quiet. It's not as noisy and as busy as the city that we live in. Okay. Donc, vous allez répéter après moi. You're going to repeat after me. Il y a la calme. Ok. Il n'y a pas les bruits des voitures ou automobiles. Et il n'y a pas beaucoup de peuple. I will take that again. I want you to repeat after me because I'm going to be breaking them. Il n'y a pas les bruits des voitures ou automobiles et il n'y a pas beaucoup de peuple. Il n'y a pas les bruits. There are no noises. Okay, sorry. Pardonnez, s'il vous plaît. I'm going to take that again. Il n'y a pas les bruits des voitures. There are no noises from cars ou automobiles. Automobiles, if that's what you call it in English. Et il n'y a pas beaucoup de peuple. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de peuple. There are no noises from cars, vehicles, and there are no noises from a lot of noises that come from a large crowd. Why? Because we do not have many people in the villages. The population is not much. D'accord. Now, this is another scene that is showing us. In the previous scene, you can see that this place looks very quiet. Now, all these pictures and images are to help you understand what we are trying to see. At the end of it, you are expected to write a composition. In your JS3, that's your examination, your junior examination class. During the examination, you'll be expected to answer questions on this. So I would like you to take this serious. In this scene, you can see that the whole place is quiet. That's why we say il y a la calme, that there is quietness. Il n'y a pas le bruit des voitures. There are no noises from cars ou automobiles, or from vehicles generally, or automobiles. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de peuple. There are not much people. D'accord? Now, this scene is to further explain the fact that there is quietness in the rural area. Il y a la calme. Ok. Dans le village ou bien dans la campagne, oui, campagne, il y a la calme. Il y a la calme. D'accord. Un autre point à noter, another point to note, il y a des gibiers ou les animaux sauvages. Ok, I want you to repeat after me. Répétez après moi. Il y a des gibiers ou les animaux sauvages. Il y a des gibiers ou les animaux sauvages. Now, what are we saying? What do we mean by des gibiers? Wild animals. If you don't want to say des gibiers as wild animals, you could say les animaux sauvages. It's the same thing. D'accord. So here you could see a squirrel. You cannot see a squirrel in the city. No. You cannot see monkeys except you go to the zoos. You cannot see the kangaroos except you go to the zoo. Also, okay, so can we take this point again? Ensemble, together. On y va. On to go. Il y a des gibiers pour les animaux sauvages. Dans la campagne ou bien dans le village, il y a des gibiers ou les animaux sauvages. D'accord? Okay, another point to note, un autre point à noter, il y a des montagnes, as there are mountains, et des collines and hills. Okay, so let's take that together. Or okay, repeat after me. Répétez après moi. Il y a des montagnes et des collines. Now, in this picture, you can see hills and mountains. So I'm using these pictures to make you really understand what I am saying. In most rural areas, you're going to be seeing mountains and hills, which you may likely not see in the cities. Okay, so let's take this point again. On y va, il y a des montagnes et des collines. D'accord? Un autre point à noter, another point to note. Il y a les ruisseaux et les forêts. Il y a les ruisseaux et les forêts. Les ruisseaux, streams, les forêts, forest. The first picture, you can see children fetching water, people fetching water, not just children. There are adults also fetching water from the stream. I've seen a stream in a town is very rare. So you can only see streams in the villages and forests in the villages also. You would rarely see forests in the towns. You would rarely see streams in the villages. So that's why we say il y a les ruisseaux, il y a les ruisseaux et les forêts. Streams, les ruisseaux, forests, les forêts. Okay, so could we take this one more time before we move to the next point? On y va. Il y a les ruisseaux et les forêts. Merci très bien pour avoir répété après moi. Thank you for repeating after me. Oui, yes. Il y a aussi les maisons de chaume ou la maison de terre. What do we call la maison de terre? Mud house. You will see mud houses or thatch houses in the rural area. I bet you won't see that in towns. Okay, so let's take that point together. Lisez ensemble. Let's read together. Il y a aussi, aussi means also. Il y a, there is or there are. Il y a aussi les maisons de chaume. Il y a aussi les maisons de chaume. Chaume, that's the correct pronunciation. Il y a aussi les maisons de chaume ou la maison de terre. So you can say la maison de chaume ou la maison de terre. Les maisons de chaume, that's plural, ou les maisons de terre. You can see the two pictures. The first one is with mud. Okay, the first one is just with thatch and sticks. All right, so either you call thatch house la maison de chaume or you call thatch house la maison de terre. Okay, and I hope you repeated after me. Merci. Another important point to note. In the village, we have a lot of food because the primary occupation there is agriculture. People farm, small farms, big farms, what kind of farms, you're going to find it in the villages. Okay, so we are going to be reading this together. Il y a, répétez après moi, repeat after me. Il y a beaucoup de la nourriture car l'occupation est majoritairement agricole. Okay, what am I saying? That there are a lot of food because the occupation there is majorly agriculture. Majoritairement, majoritairement as majorly. Okay, so il y a, there is, or there are beaucoup de la nourriture, a lot of food, as you can see in this picture. See that woman with many cocoa pods. You can see a lot of fruits. The second picture, you can see that man with a big bag of corn. I bet these people, they don't lack food to eat. Okay, so let's take this point again. Il y a beaucoup de la nourriture car, that car means because, l'occupation est majoritairement agricole. Okay, let's take that again. Lisez ensemble, lisez ensemble, lisez ensemble means let's read together. Lisez ensemble. Il y a beaucoup de la nourriture car l'occupation est majoritairement agricole. Il y a beaucoup de la nourriture car l'occupation est majoritairement agricole. Merci pour avoir répété après moi. Thank you for having repeat after me. Okay, so let's go to the next point. This is giving us a lot to make a good composition. We are not going to be lacking words to write. Okay. L'ambiance est conviviale et géniale pour la croissance des enfants. What are we saying? That the atmosphere is very friendly and is bright enough for the growth of children. Yes, for bringing up children. Why do we say that? It's a friendly environment. You won't have kidnappers there. You won't have children having to run into how do you call it, running vehicles, because they play everywhere. So we do not have a lot of vehicles there. If we have a few, and if they are driving, everyone knows the vehicle is coming, so they get cautious about what they are doing. So that's why we say that the atmosphere, the environment is very friendly. We do not have danger. Yes, we do not have danger, and it's good for bringing up children. Okay, some people may not really like that point. So let's read this in French. L'ambiance est conviviale. L'ambiance. Répétez après moi, s'il vous plaît. Repeat after me, please. L'ambiance est conviviale. L'ambiance est conviviale et géniale pour la croissance des enfants. L'ambiance means the atmosphere. L'ambiance est conviviale means the atmosphere is friendly, et génial, and is bright enough. Pour is for. La croissance is the growth des enfants, of children. The atmosphere is friendly and bright enough for bringing up children or for growing children. Okay, let's take that in French. Répétez après moi, repeat after me. L'ambiance est conviviale et géniale pour la croissance des enfants. L'ambiance est conviviale et géniale pour la croissance des enfants. Can we take that ensemble? Okay, lisez ensemble. Let's read that together. L'ambiance est conviviale et géniale pour la croissance des enfants. D'accord, c'est convivial et génial pour la croissance des enfants. D'accord, quelques points à noter. Another point to note. Il est possible d'avoir un grand terrain à un prix très abordable. It is possible to have access to a large portion of land at a very affordable price. That is what this point is saying. Il est possible, it is possible d'avoir, to have, un grand terrain, a large portion of land à un prix très abordable, at a very affordable price. Okay. Et mais voilà, j'ai fait une erreur. I made a mistake. After the word terrain, Ave carries an accent to the left. So please, while you are writing it down in your notes, while you're putting this R down in your notes, please put an accent to the left. Okay, it carries an accent to the left. Okay, so let's read this together. Il est possible d'avoir un grand terrain à un prix très abordable. Let's take that again. Répétez une fois encore. Let's take that one more time. Il est possible d'avoir un grand terrain à un prix très abordable. Il est possible d'avoir un grand terrain à un prix très abordable. Une fois encore, one more time, ensemble, together. Il est possible d'avoir un grand terrain à un prix très abordable. D'accord, it is possible to have a large portion of land at a very minimal or affordable price. Vous pourrez aussi avoir une belle maison au même prix qu'un appartement en ville. Vous pourrez aussi avoir une belle maison. You could also have a beautiful house au même prix qu'un appartement en ville, at the same price as you would get an apartment in town. We all know that houses in the town or the cities are very expensive, but in the rural areas or in the villages, you could have you could have a decent apartment, a decent space at a very affordable price. Yes, you could have a large space at a very affordable price, and sometimes the price may even be less than what you get in town. That is what we are saying. So let's take that point together. Vous pourrez aussi means also, vous pourrez aussi avoir, you could also have une belle maison, a beautiful house, au même prix qu'un appartement en ville. I take that one more time. Okay, you have to forgive my own mistakes, so we are learning. Vous pourrez aussi avoir une belle maison. Take that after me. Vous pourrez aussi avoir une belle maison au même prix, at the same price, qu'un appartement en vie. Qu'un appartement en vie. Qu'un appartement en vie. Vous pourrez aussi avoir une belle maison au même prix qu'un appartement en vie. D'accord. So, the main title here, it means that le prix d'immobilier est moins cher. That what the amount to pay for houses, the amount to pay for rent is very affordable. It's not exorbitant. D'accord. Okay. Forgive my... Okay, so let's take this point. Les taxes foncières et les taxes de l'habitation sont moins élevées. I take that again. This is very important. A lot of people do not pay taxes. Yes, but taxes are is part of what the government uses to develop our cities. Okay, so what is this point saying? That property tax, if you have property, if you have buildings, you pay taxes. Okay, property tax is what we call les taxes foncières. Repeat after me. Répétez après moi. Les taxes foncières. Les taxes foncières, as property taxes, et les taxes de l'habitation. Les taxes de l'habitation sont moins élevées. Les taxes foncières, I hope you're repeating after me, les taxes foncières et les taxes de l'habitation sont moins élevées, Les taxes foncières et les taxes de l'habitation sont moins élevées. Property tax and residential taxes are not high. The taxes are not high. D'accord, l'activité de la classe. Class activity or class work. Qu'est-ce qu'une vie rurale? Qu'est-ce qu'une vie rurale? Qu'est-ce qu'une vie rurale? What does it mean? What do we mean by life in a rural area? If you remember the first slide, we said, nous avons dit que la vie rurale, c'est la vie qui se déroule dans le village ou dans la campagne. So that's the answer to this question. Okay, so I'm going to ask you the next question and I will allow you to answer. Quels sont les caractères de la campagne? I expect you to write this in your notes and write the questions down and answer. Of course, the answers are readily on the slides. Quels sont les caractères de la campagne? Quels sont les caractères de la campagne? What are the characteristics of the rural area? Or what are the characteristics of the village? Okay, so what do we say? Number one? Number two? Numéro 1, numéro 2, numéro 3. Okay, so I'm going to tell you one. Il y a des gibiers ou les animaux sauvages. There are wild animals, there are wild games. You could go hunting if you can. Yes. Numéro 2, number 2. Numéro 2, number 2. Ok, il y a les montagnes et les collines. We have mountains and hills. Ok. Numéro 3, number 3. Quels sont les caractères de la campagne? The third characteristics or traits of the rural area. Okay, you're going to write down by yourself. Il y a les ruisseaux et les forêts. Les ruisseaux et les forêts. We have the streams and the forest. D'accord, I will allow you to write the rest of them down by yourself. I know you're intelligent enough to do that. Est-ce que tu aimes la vie rurale? Est-ce que tu aimes la vie rurale? Répétez après moi. Repeat after me. Est-ce que tu aimes la vie rurale? Do you like rural life? Do you like life in the village areas? Would you like to live in the village? Your answer could be oui, yes, or non, no. Ok. Quelles sont les raisons pour lesquelles tu aimes la vie rurale? If you like life in the rural areas, what are your reasons? I expect you to write those down. Classwork. It's simple. Devoir. Now I am going to leave you to do this on your own. Okay. Question numéro 1. Question number 1. Faites une rédaction de la vie rurale. Faites une rédaction de la vie rurale. Il faut ajouter ce que je mis. You have to add, if there's anything you think is found in the villages or in the rural areas that I have not mentioned here, while you are writing your essay, your composition, I would like you to add that point. If there's any point you think I have missed, I have omitted, I would like you to add that. Faites une rédaction, as you should write an essay or a composition on rural life in the rural area or life in the villages. Add points you think I have omitted. Okay, I will learn from you. Okay, question numéro 2. Question number 2. Listez tous les nouveaux mots que vous avez appris et ce qu'ils veulent dire. Okay, we are going to, you say that after me. Okay, d'accord. Listez, as list. Listez tous, all, les nouveaux mots, the new words, que vous avez appris, that you have learned, et ce qu'ils veulent dire, and their meaning. Ce qu'ils veulent dire, what they mean. And I know you can do that with your dictionary, although I have already told you the meaning of words I know you do not know. I like you to write them down. Please write them down in your notebook, and with your dictionary you write down the meaning, or you go over the lessons again, you're going to get the meaning. Okay, c'est la fin de cette leçon. It's the end of this class. Et j'aimerais dire au revoir et bon week-end. Merci.